that's the main language there. People also speak Lingala, which is another language that is a popular one in Swahili, which I speak.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and in Kenya, they've got the main language there is Swahili as well, although it's Swahili a different different accent, but it's pretty much the same thing. And English, their main language. They've got also their tribal language as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
In Cambodian, we have a language called Khmer, which is the very ancient language for our people.
French.
What about the language?
Languages spoken there are Haitian Creole and French.
Only official language here is Portuguese.
So what are some stereotypes that people think about when they think of those countries?
Of course, there is bunch of stereotypes. I can't even name it all, but I think one of the main stereotypes that it exists and it's out there, like how the media portray Africa as like belittle us and like showing as much as poverty as possible. But people should actually do their own research. Africa as a continent is extremely developed. I mean, we've got buildings, we've got beaches, we've got all the tourist attraction you can find there. So it's not about the poverty that people find, like the media portray it. We've got a lot of things, and economical is also increasing, so that's a huge thing people should put into consideration. Yeah.
I think a lot of people think that French people are rude. I've heard a lot of stories about Paris and stuff, but it's not true. We're really nice people. Well, since I'm from Georgia, that's in the south, and so a lot of people think that Southerners could just be like a lot of farmers, or sometimes people might think that they're like dumb and not very well educated. But yeah, that's just a stereotype.
Yes, so people think it's one of the poorest country, but like any country, there's the poor, the middle class, and the rich.
Okay, yeah.
They think. Have you seen the movie Crocodile Dundee?
I think I've heard of.
You should see it. It's like the stereotype of Australia. It's this outback guy, and he wears crocodile skins, and he catches different wildlife, and he has this really broad accent. Or they think of Steve Irwin. He was a big wildlife guy. He owned his own zoo, and then he got killed by the stingray to his heart.
Yes.
I think people think of that like really broad accent, really like that true blue Aussie. Yeah, that's the stereotype. I don't think it's very true, but that's the stereotype.
So if anyone visit Congo or Kenya, what is an animal that they will only find at those locations?
In Congo, if anyone visits Congo, specifically, they will find chimpanzee there.
There is a cow that you currently find in Cambodian wild that we call it goat braid. Right now, even the world call it by Cambodian name is goat braid as well.
We have what it's called marmot. I'm not sure if it's something in French, but I'm pretty sure it is. So it's those little thing you find in the mountain. It's really cute.
Awesome.
We have squirrels, and so it's like a small little animal that climbs on trees. And we also have the bald eagle, which is our national bird as well.
Awesome. Okay. They have candy cane snail or Espanyolian frog.
Animals here in Brazil, there's an enormous biodiversity, and my favorite one is the capybara, which is commonly found here in South America. And it's a large rodent, but I think it's very cute.
What are the food that you must try if you visit Congo?
Specifically, if someone visits Congo or even in Kenya, the main food that they should actually try is roasted meat. It's called nyama choma, like that's my language. That's the most famous one, like everyone will have to try.
Interesting. Okay, I will try it.
We have one of the traditional dish that we call amok. Which is a fish that we cook it and it looks like cupcake.
Oh,
So much.
Nice. I should probably try it out.
Yep.
Oh yeah, so definitely wine. So I think, I mean, France is popular for wine.
Yeah.
Great wine over there. And then
Yeah, I think
like a liquor, I personally like it's called pastis. So it's from the south of France. It's very good. And you have plenty of food you can eat there. But my favorite one is a cheese. It's a fondue, cheese fondue. So you cut some bread and you dip into the cheese and then it's so good. Yeah.
I think everyone should try grits. It's like a cornmeal, and you just put salt and pepper and butter in it, and it's a breakfast food. So you can have it with eggs or pancakes and bacon. It's pretty good.
Must try is griot and banane peze pickles, which is a fried pork with fried plantain
Yeah.
and like a spicy coleslaw.
Oh, okay. What about any popular liquor?
Liquor is barbancourt, which is like a rum.
Okay.
I think there are many different foods that are typical to here in Brazil. Most of them are from an African origin that the slaves have brought them here. One of my favorites are acarajé and vatapá.
So, what are the food that you must try when you come here, or popular liquor that are native to Australia and Canada?
Canberra. Well, I think Australia-wide, pavlovas are delicious. They're a dessert that is like a big meringue, like a giant meringue, and you put whipped cream over the top and then fruit, and it's so good, so good.
I tried that one before.
Yeah,
That
did
was
you?
really good.
Yeah,
Yes.
and there's a bit of contention because people think it's actually from New Zealand, but we claim it as Australia. But there's also Vegemite, which is very controversial. It's a spread that you put on bread, and it's very salty. It's a yeast extract that's black. It is, I think it's delicious, but some people hate it. Like drink-wise or liquor-wise, Australia does a lot of good beers, and Canberra particularly has a really good craft beer scene. So there's Capital Brewing and Benspoke Brewing, and they do some really interesting flavours of beer and very creative and just a very good beer. So yeah.
How do you say hello and goodbye? What are the formal ways to say hello and goodbye when you see an older person, and informal when you see like your peers?
The formal way of greeting someone younger than you or your peer that is more casual, you just say mambo, which means hi, and the response is poa, which is good. Hey, I'm good. But greeting someone who is very respected, someone who is older than you acknowledge that respect. You will say jambo, which means greetings, or you can say shikamoe. That's another way of greeting someone who is older than you, someone who is very respected in the community.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So if you see an elderly or plus formal, you just say bonjour. Pretty normal. You could say actually that to everyone. But then if you see a young or like your friend, you can just say salut, coucou, salut, salut, ça va.
So, thank you so much, Malcolm.
You're very welcome.